What's up, guys? This is Danny Avila, and this is my interview for EDMNOMAD. Here we go. I'm very happy. I am in a very great place. I'm just really excited to go back on tour, to play all these shows. Very happy and very excited for the summer. So yeah, I'm in a very great place. I know that it sounds, or it seemed like it was a crazy transition, but I've been DJing for about 12 years. I started when I was 14 or 15, and back then I was playing pure and 100% underground stuff. I was playing 3-4 hour sets in Ibiza every Sunday at Blue Marlin. I used to play Pasha in Ibiza. I used to play shows in Spain when I was like 14 and 15, and I was just playing underground stuff. But just my career developed in different ways. So after 12 years of DJing and just playing a lot of different sounds and music, I wanted to do something that just felt real to me, but also made me 100% satisfied. It got to a point in my career that I was doing things that I didn't really love so much. So I wanted to stop. I wanted to start things kind of like from scratch, not from scratch, but doing things that made me truly satisfied. So it was just like an honest decision to myself, because I just wanted to do it that way. Well, I've always been into techno. I think techno was actually the first genre that I discovered when I started DJing. Actually, not pure techno, it was more tech house orientated. I remember Tool Room was actually my favorite label back then when I was 14, and Fede Legrand, Mark Knight, Funk Agenda, and all these guys were absolutely like my idols for me. So those were like my very first influences, but then it developed into a lot of different directions, and after 12 years, I kind of like figure out more or less the path that I wanted to take, Well, it's been surprising, but I think the shows have been so much fun. I think the crowd have a great time. It makes me very happy to see the people actually enjoying the new sound and all the music that I've been making for the past 2 years since the pandemic started. So it just like, it's a great feeling to see that 100%. Well, the first track of Mainstage Techno Music, it's gonna be Sagrada Familia, which is the first single. The idea is to do the first singles of the label just with my own music, so I want to do like 4, 5, or 6 releases for the new label. But the whole idea and the reason why I started with it is because I was receiving so many amazing records and promos from so many producers that didn't really have a home, So I was like, it's not that I want to create something crazy from scratch or create like something huge. I just wanted to give those records a bit of a home and create a bit of a community, to start building certain profiles and just to build a community so we can, just enjoy great music all together, Well, to be honest, every day it's kind of similar to me because I wake up, I have breakfast, I go to the studio for 6 hours, I go to the gym, I come back, I go to the studio for another 4 hours, then I go to sleep. That's pretty much what I do. I live in Madrid, in the outside part of Madrid. I have my house, so I'm just like making music every day. I don't do anything besides just being in the studio and listening to records and making tracks, making ideas. So it's my life, and it's been like that for many years. It's one of the only few things that I can do. Like with a big smile on my face, so it's just natural to me, Normally I get inspiration by just listening to many different records on a daily basis, but I have to be honest, and during the whole pandemic, 2 years of pandemic, it was kind of hard because normally when you're in the studio making music, you make those records to play them and to see the reaction of the crowd, and you can't see the reaction of the crowd because you couldn't play shows. So it was kind of difficult a little bit, to get inspiration. Now that everything's back to normal and we're playing shows again, is it's a bit easier. So for me, I just get inspiration by listening to music, traveling. For some reason, traveling inspires me a lot. You know, when I'm alone in the plane or when I'm alone at airports or hotels, and I get very creative. You know, so that's where I get my inspiration. Well, many plans actually. I'm in the most exciting stage of my life and my career, and because I have something that I'm just really excited to share, which is obviously Mainstage Techno, which is the label, which are the shows where I am playing 50 or 60% of my own music that I've been producing, sorry, for the past 2 years. So there's just a whole amount of things coming, a lot of great shows in the summer, the label, just many things. So I'm just very excited. Yeah, thanks for supporting the journey. You know, this is a very exciting part of the career, and I'm just very excited to see you hopefully soon somewhere around the world.